For graduate students today, the choices are endless, with most schools across the nation catering to the masses by offering many different courses of study. Students have unlimited options when it comes to choosing a college. But very few schools specialize in one particular field of study. For instance, for those interested in exploring religion as their main focus, only a handful of theological colleges exist in the United States.
We offer the possibility of our students integrating not only what they learn in the classroom as knowledge in itself, but integrate this also in terms of their lives through the spiritual dimension, but also in terms of their ministries, their work in the church, or what they see themselves doing in the future in the church.
There is a diverse range of people who pursue the ministry regardless of age, race, nationality, or economic background. Theological schools cater to students who are particularly interested in deepening their theological understanding or becoming more integrated into the ministerial practice. Theological students who consider a role in the ministry can go on to work in various religious institutions in any city, in any state or nation.
There are many ways to spread the gospel, many ways to sow the seeds of gospels and to care for people in a pastoral way, and those are all ways that we can do that. In hospitals, in hospices, in schools. We have many opportunities to touch people's lives.
Conveying an educational blend between theology and ministry is of the highest importance for theological colleges. The goal of such schools is to effectively equip those pursuing pastoral degrees and certificates for the ministry so that they can better communicate their knowledge and serve others after graduation. There is a growing need for lay ministers within Catholic parishes, schools, and other institutions in the church due to the growing number of needs for ministers and the increasing number of services they provide to their local communities.
I think we'll all make a difference because we are members, each as individuals, but we're members in a community. We're a community of the church, which is universal.
The Washington Theological Union, based in Washington, D.C., is a Roman Catholic graduate school of theology and ministry committed to equipping students for service within the church and beyond. One of the largest Roman Catholic schools of theology in the country, it is inspired and challenged by the extraordinary power given by the Holy Spirit for the good of the church and its religious communities. Welcoming students from across 6 continents, this particular union, known as WTU, educates students for ordination and for collaborative ministry in the church and service to the world.
We hope that the individual will gain not only the kind of knowledge which is necessary to be active in the church, to fulfill different ministry in the church, but also to have a sense of who that person is, and therefore bring the uniqueness of being a woman in the church, a man in the church, a layman in the church, or a priest in the church, or a religious in the church to the work that they've chosen as their life's calling.
As I'm going through my day-to-day life, whether it's just interacting with my friends or with my coworkers, these are things that give me, all the things that I learn here give me skills to actually deal with day-to-day life. Not only does it enrich my faith, not only does it give me an opportunity to better witness to others what my faith is really about, but it helps me to live my life.
Some see the ministry as a responsibility to serve the faith community. Others see it as the intersection of faith and life. Still others see it as the ministry of the people of God through everyday lives they live. At the Washington Theological Union, the motto is Freedom, Faith, Integrity, which acknowledges that faith stands at the very heart of the school's mission.
When I think of the Union, I think of it as a school that looks like the church does today, and I think in many ways models the church of the future, so that you have these laity and seminarians studying together, learning to work together, and then hopefully doing that in ministry. And I think it's evident today in the church, and I think it's going to be more so in the future.
WTU is challenged and inspired by the charism of its religious communities. And as the need for well-prepared lay ministers continues, WTU strives to maintain its tradition of education by providing strong leaders for the future of the church and its mission in the world.
I've learned that it's important to continue to challenge yourself in your faith, to ask the questions, because that's how faith is deepened, and that's how we share our faith with one another. My first class, Critical Assessment of the New Testament, was researching the scriptures in a way that reveal God in human words, and that just breaks open the scriptures for you. It allows the Holy Spirit to come straight through.
Church history is one of the courses that I'm really in love with, because it makes me alive and very spiritual of where I am, where I am going in life, and the information that I'm going to pass on to whoever I meet in life.
I knew that I wanted to keep going with pursuing a faith development somehow, and I wanted to give that to the world. So this was a natural fit, the Washington Theological Union, because it really equips you to bring that storehouse of theology and spirituality and the riches of a life lived in God to the world.
For more information on the Washington Theological Union, please visit WTU.edu or call 1-800-334-9922.